So a few years ago, I was at a holiday party right before the holiday break, and I was in a small little circle talking to people I didn't know very well. They were all white people. I was the only person of color, and we were talking about what would we'd be up to over the December holidays. And people are talking, and then someone says, "Oh, me and my family, we're gonna go snowshoeing." And I chimed in and I said something like, "Oh my goodness, you're going to go snowshoeing. I've never been snowshoeing. I would love to go snowshoeing." At which point, one of the white women turned to me and said in front of everyone, "You've never been snowshoeing before? Are you Canadian?" And it was like the most awkward moment ever because everyone froze, myself included initially. And I still to this day don't know if she understood the ramifications of her remarks. But all I know is it was awkward as hell, pin drop silence. And I did freeze initially, but I chimed back by saying something to the effect of, "No, I've never been snowshoeing before. Yes, I am Canadian, but my parents are from India. I come from a culture where when my parents first came to the country, didn't do a lot of winter activities like that, blah, blah, blah." And I responded in my authentic, truthful way. But I also was somewhat prepared for a moment like this. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that in a sec. But let me pause. You know those moments where people say something to you and you're like, "Oh no, did you just say that? Something offensive, something racist, something highly problematic, and more." And then you freeze because you're like, "I can't believe you just said that," and you don't know what to do. And then afterwards, you go back to your desk or you're at home and in the shower and you're like, you craft your Oscar award-winning speech. So we can help ourselves in moments where people say something and we're like, "I can't believe you just said that," and you don't know what to do. It's called scripting. I talk about scripting in another video. You can just Google Ritu Bhasin video or go to ritubhasin.com where all my videos and blogs are housed. But essentially, what we do in advance of something racist like this happening, where someone says something that's completely offensive, making a remark, we plan out well in advance of what we will say when situations like this happen. We actually practice the language and we embed this language from conscious brain into unconscious brain so that when we are in this type of moment, the situation happens, the person says the remark, we instantly get triggered, our nervous system, and we enter into freeze and we're like about to shut down. Rather than that happen, the remarks are there in our minds and we're able to express them as I did in that snowshoeing example. So you can do this too by using scripting. Check out my video online and there's lots of other resources to help you when you're at ritubhasin.com as well. If you have other questions or comments for me about what to do in situations like this, feel free to be in touch. You can message me across social media. Try out this technique and let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks as always for watching.